Today's video is sponsored by the Songwriting Inspiration app. With Song, you can quickly organize over 6,000 guitar chords into major and minor keys and start writing more sophisticated, harmonically rich songs. Save your lyrical ideas and record quick melodies right inside the app to stay organized. Check out the Songwriting Inspiration app today. Links in the description. Hello everybody, Brad the Guitarist here. In this video we're going to do some box openings. I've got some viewer mail that's been stacked up for quite a while. I've actually got some old clips of viewer mail that I never got to put on any Shitpost Friday videos. As you guys know, I discontinued Shitpost Friday recently for a couple different reasons. The main reason being that the YouTube algorithm wasn't treating them fairly, I didn't think. So that's the main reason. Secondary reasons involved just the amount of work that went into producing one of those episodes really just didn't justify the amount of revenue that one was generating. So it made sense to discontinue it and do something else. But unfortunately, that left me in a bit of a pickle as to what to do with the regular viewer mail segments. For now, I'm just going to do this as a separate video, but we may do something different with it in the future. Maybe perhaps include viewer mail segments throughout some of my other videos. Just from where I'm sitting, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It looks like about 12 or 13 packages, plus there are some older clips as well that I never published, like I said. So let's go ahead and get to the older clip, show the unpublished stuff, and then we'll get to some newer stuff. Okay, so this one's the biggie. I've got 2 of these boxes, the same size, and I don't know what the size of this is, but it's 12 by 12 by something, full of records. So there's this box and another one exactly like it that are full. This guy sent me basically his entire collection of Boston area related LPs from, I guess, 70s, 80s era. And this dude has just basically sent me his entire collection, man. And it comes from Eric Halber of Oriental, North Carolina. And I think he said he used to live in the Boston area. And a lot of this stuff is going to be probably local to Boston and of Bostonian interest. So we'll look through a couple of these bundles for now. And then we'll go back and do the rest in probably another episode, I'm guessing. Because I don't think I'm going to have time for all of this in a single episode. And if you guys have ever heard of any of these bands, or if you were in some of these bands, or if you know somebody who was in one of these bands, definitely comment below and tell your stories of where you saw them, when you saw them, whether you had these albums. I would love to hear more about some of these. This has got WJRH. That has got to be a radio station. Yeah, it's a promotional copy, not for sale. So a lot of these might be from radio stations. Here's another one by the Urban Verbs, Early Damage. And this one doesn't have the lettering across the front. This one does. I do like some new wave stuff. I know I'm a guitarist, and I was into metal, first in my life. That was kind of my first love. But then I moved on to like folk music also. And of course I went through the grunge period too. And I like all kinds of music, guys. And I enjoy a lot of different stuff. This will be a cool bit of discovery. Musical odyssey, if you will. Interesting. Love Tractor. And once again with the radio call letters. Till the Cows Come Home. Okay, so this is like an EP. 1983, 84. That all sound interesting. Soup Dragons, Hang 10. Alright, once again it's a promotional copy. Probably went to a radio station. Not anything I'm familiar with so far. I have never heard of any of these guys. Except for the Pixies. Heard of the Pixies. And I did not have this album. That's cool. Well, who's this? Oh, this is the. Yeah, I know of this band. Uncertain Smile. But I've never seen this record before. So this, again, is from a radio station. Salem 66. National Treasures. I guess they're a girl band, maybe? 1988. It's on Homestead Records. That's a good label. Romeo Void. Instincts. Cool. Big Dipper. Man, this is just amazing, dude. And another Homestead Records. Cool. Circle Jerks. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Golden Shower of Hits. So that's cool. Rubber Rodeo, Scenic Views. Alright. The Flesh Tones, Roman Gods. It's an interesting looking LP as well. Should be fun to go through. They've got a tenor saxophonist and an alto saxophonist, harmonica player, Hex Breaker. Right on IRS Records. Let's go through this other pile over here. Alright, first up in this pile, World Trade, Jeff and Jane Hudson. Again, 1981. It's 45 RPM as well. Man, this, you know, a lot of this stuff is probably collectible stuff, I would imagine, because it's, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of rare stuff you don't see a lot. So, Salem 66, A Ripping Spin. You know, if were in this band, or if you know this band, or, you know, saw a show or something of these guys back in the day, back in 1985, you know, tell me all about it. Chime in down below. I'd like to hear stories of whoever some of these people are. Ultra Prophets of the Psychic Revolution Christmas album. Okay. We recommend that you listen to this album while nude. Well, that goes without saying. The Visigoths, Ibby. That's a low number right there. EP002. This is an independent release for sure. Rexco Records. Roslindale, Massachusetts. Interesting. Huh. Guitar and vocals, Buck Cherry. Jonathan Rickman, Jonathan Sings. The Prime Movers, Matters of Time. 1984. Positively Dump Truck. Yeah, see, I've never seen a single one of these records. I've never seen any of these, except for the Pixies record. And the only other band that I've even heard of, I think, so far was The. Positively Dump Truck. 1986. See, I'm guessing a lot of this stuff is going to be like kind of punk, new wave sort of stuff. It's what, you know, it's what it sort of looks like. It feels like that to me. Treat Her Right. 1986. Native Tongue, Yowl. Yep, this one's from Boston. Funky Turban, Part 13 and a half. Side 1, Hypno Beat. Side 2, Funky Turban. Part 13 and a half. The Dynamic Hypnotics. That's always a good record. It's In Excess. Yeah, I definitely know who they are. Cool. Madness, Our House. Yeah, of course. This is a single. The Replacements. Yeah, I've heard of them too. Let It Be. Monty Python's previous record. But yeah, very cool, man. A lot of these left to go through. There's 2 whole boxes, and we've only maybe gone through a quarter of it so far. So really cool. Definitely appreciate all of those. I mean, that's amazing. That's going to keep me busy for a long time. Okay, this piece of viewer mail I thought was really cool. This guy contacted me and he told me what he was going to send me. I've been a kind of a collector of coins for a while, and just weird, you know, kind of numismatic things from around the world. And I had never had one of these before, and I thought it was really nice of him to reach out and want to send me one. The note here, it says, "Hi, Brad. Find enclosed 1 August Nero Caesar coin." This is from Mick in the UK. He is a detectorist, which is, you know, metal. He goes out with metal detector. If you've never seen the show, The Detectorists, he's one of those guys. And I think it was he and a friend of his had basically found this field that had this hoard of coins, and he wanted to send me one. And here it is. And this is just really nice. A lot of these that you see like online aren't in particularly great shape. They don't have a lot of relief on them, but this one has a lot of relief, and it just, the story of it is just extremely cool. This is what's called a silver denarius. And just really nice relief on that. And I think that's the obverse. I think the reverse here has, I think it's a Athena, if I'm not mistaken. just a really nice, I just thought this was a really neat thing for him to send. Really nice of him to do that. My wife, she is from England. She said she used to find Roman coins all the time in her garden. Not necessarily silver ones like this. You know, they made them out of bronze. Most of them were bronze. Toward the end of the Roman Empire, you would see a lot of coins, I think, that were clipped, you know, where people were trying to get smaller denominations. And most of the silver ones were no longer being minted in larger numbers anymore. And just the quality of the mintings kind of went down toward the end of the empire. And, you know, you can kind of see the trajectory of an empire and a republic by the money supply. So it's just really interesting to me to have something like this in my collection now. And thank you, Mick. I really, really appreciate that. That's super cool of you, man. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and that's really super cool. This next one comes to me from Jeremy from Canada, and he has sent me a cassette. And like I've said in previous videos, man, cassettes have kind of made a bit of a comeback. And the cool thing about cassettes is that you can kind of issue these for not a lot of money. And cassettes, if people have a cassette player, it's something that's cool, it's different. Not everybody's going to have their stuff released on a cassette. And, you know, they come in different colors. You can kind of customize. There aren't very many cassette duplicators still in the business, but the few that are left apparently are doing really a lot of trade, and they can barely keep up with the demand because cassettes have really come back in vogue. A lot of the old machines were either scrapped or are non-working anymore and just weren't kept up. You know, there's only a certain amount of companies even doing this cassette duplication. Me and a buddy recently released an EP, so I figured I'd send you a copy. It is a Death/Doom album. Awesome. Is that Guelph, Ontario? Great White North. Sorry, I write like I'm 5. Yeah, man, most of my audience does write like they're 5. monodon.bandcamp.com. That's where you guys can go check this out. But yeah, I can't wait to put this on. So thank you very much. I appreciate that very much, Jerry. This one comes from Angelo Melli from Traverse City, Michigan. And I think I know what this is. And yeah, cool, man. Check that one out. That's super cool. Yeah, it's seen better days, but that's a cool pattern. I really dig that. I did not have this pattern yet. If you guys don't know, I collect old straps. I've got quite a sizable collection, in fact, and this will definitely go with my strap collection nicely. So thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. He said this came with a Japanese guitar. I don't see anything that says Ace on this. It looks like it might be a Ace knockoff. This bit's plastic, so this is probably not an Ace, but still nice strap, and definitely will go well in my collection. So thanks, man. Okay, this one is from George Soler, and he's from Issaquah, Washington. And he said he was going to send me a copy of his LP on vinyl. That looks awesome. Great looking cover, man. Beautiful artwork. Dear Brad, here you go. It took me almost 3 years to write and record and mix this one. Hope you like it. I play the Chapman stick, and my buddy Bill Horace plays some seriously cool guitar. Thanks for letting me share a little. I don't often do so, but sometimes you need to give people who are really putting it out there some positive feedback. Really cool, man. I thank you so much. And this, like I said, this album, artwork at least, looks great. Can't wait to give it a listen. Yeah, if you guys want to check this out, this is the name of his project. Looks pretty cool. Thanks, George. I appreciate that, man. Alright, this isn't technically viewer mail, but this comes from Teespring, who makes all my shirts and everything. So this is a sticker. I'll probably put this somewhere on the desk here, up on the wall or something. Oh, that came out okay. Pretty funny. Okay, this one is from Tom Linderman of Haymarket, Virginia. Oh, looks like a couple of chopsticks. Oh, with my name on them. That's cool. Let's style up the Variac. Very neat. How about that? Super cool, man. Awesome. Yeah, the chopstick is one of my main tools. Small token to say thank you. A random YouTube rabbit hole led me to your page several weeks back, and while working from home, I've had your videos up in the background while I plug away. You're a modern day Bob Ross. I'm Bob Ross until I start cussing up a storm. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that, man. Okay, this one is from Chris Castello of St. Louis, Missouri. Alright, so we got a letter here. It says, "Hey Brad, here is the hand sanitizer we discussed." Oh, okay, I remember. Yeah, they're doing that here in Kentucky too. A couple of the distillers, the whiskey distillers, are doing that. And I just mentioned offhand, I was like, yeah, but the bottles one day will be collector's items because, you know, it's indicative of the times, right? So this is obviously an alcohol bottle. I guess he stuck that patch on there. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. That's going to go in my patch collection. I have been eyeballing some denim jackets because I want to take some of the patches that I've gotten from people and start a patch jacket. But yeah, check it out. I mean, definitely that is a bottle that's meant for alcohol. But this doesn't have the thickener agent in it that, you know, most of the time your hand sanitizer would. But that's what makes it interesting. And like I said, one day, who knows? It might be a collectible little thing. But very cool. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that, man. Okay, this one is from Edmunds Guitars in Calgary, Canada. Check this out. This thing is definitely military. I guess that's a sticker or a decal. Something in this. Wow, look at that. That's like a pocket watch or something. Look at that. That's exactly what that is. That's like a pocket watch manufacturer retooled their plant or something to do meters. That's what it looks like to me, for like maybe the war effort. It's reminiscent of this. It's interesting that, you know, I opened this right before this because it's the same sort of thing. This is a manufacturer that's retooling to meet an emergency need, and this is kind of the same thing. You've got a watch manufacturer, is what it looks like, retooling to meet an emergency need. So that's really, really serendipitous to open those things back to back like that. And here's another one. Same story, it looks like. Looks like another watch manufacturer, different style of case there. So they were reusing cases maybe that, I don't know. That, I bet there's a lot of history right there. Okay, there's a letter with this one as well. And this one says, "Hey Brad, this is the old meter I sent you pictures of with a couple of extra old ones in the box. I've never hooked up this meter to confirm that it works, but I believe it does since the needle is not stuck and the circuit inside seems pretty simple." Okay, so it's got a little lock here mechanism, so you push this in so that you can raise that. So all the working instructions. And also handy dandy little schematic. Gruen Watch Company. Made in the USA, Cincinnati, Ohio. This will take a power source. There's the meter. Yeah, there's the battery. 12-volt battery runs on. So I could hook this up to a power source and we'll test this out. We might test this in another video. We'll check this out and see if we can get this old meter to work. We might test these as well and see if we can get these to work. So thank you very much, Corey. I appreciate that very much. That's what a beautiful dial on that. Okay, again, this one is not technically viewer mail, but we'll open it also. This is another proof from Teespring. And tell me which one you like better, this one or this one. Which one do you like better, the one on the left or the one on the right? Left or right? Vote down below. Okay, this next package is from the UK. I'm not going to show his address, but this one is from a true blue rock and roll star. This is from Graham Oliver, who was the guitar player for the band Saxon. And if you guys know anything about new wave of British heavy metal, you will know who Saxon was and is. Graham actually has his own version of Saxon that still tours. But this is, wow, look at that. Saxon World Tour. Is this a program or something? What is this? Dude, what is this? But yeah, man, you guys can go check him out, man. Graham Oliver. I mean, like I said, he's a true blue. He's a rock star, man. He's on all the early Saxon albums. He knows everybody too. He's got stuff. Look at that. To Brad, rock on. Oh, dude. But this is World Tour 1991. But Graham, I think, left the band not too long after this. What, about mid-90s, Graham? Is that right? When you left Saxon? But there he is. Graham Oliver, lead guitarist of Saxon. Watches the channel. He's a fan of the channel, man. We've had some cool discussions online. Graham is a real stand-up dude, real approachable guy. We're going to have Graham on, man, one of these days to talk about some of the amazing exploits and just stories, man, that the dude can tell. He was telling me all kinds of stuff, dude. He knows everybody as well. I mean, he's met them all, from Ozzy to you name it, man. All the dudes from Metallica. He's toured with all of them, met all of them. I mean, when you've got the guys from Metallica basically idolizing you as a hero, which they did, you know, all the new album bands Metallica looked up to, and all the early American metal guys, man, would look up to Saxon. There's Graham. Graham, thank you so much, man. That is so cool. I didn't see if there was anything else in there. Feels like there is. Son of a Bitch. Okay, so Son of a Bitch was the name of the band before they became Saxon. Right before they recorded their first album, I think the manager told them to change the name, or asked them to change the name, I think as the story goes. And it was Son of a Bitch early on. And then when Graham left and was doing his own thing, he started using the Son of a Bitch name again. So how about this, man? This is cool too. That right there is amazing. That's amazing. Love that graphic. You can go online, dude, and I shit you not, there are some handbills from early concerts where Saxon was actually the headliner and bands like Iron Maiden were opening for them. So it's, you know, they were there, man. They're the real deal. Like I said, Graham's a rock star, man. That's freaking cool. Something else in here too, looks like. Yeah, so here we go. So this will give you the other part of Graham's history. He did, I think he did Son of a Bitch in what, the late 90s? Is that when this was from? Yeah, 96. So he would have had to have left Saxon before this. So sometime between 91 and 96 he left Saxon, did the Son of a Bitch thing, and then later on, here more recently, he's gotten with another of the original members of Saxon and formed Oliver Dawson Saxon. Man, thank you, Graham. I appreciate that, buddy. We're going to have you on sometime as a guest and see what kind of exploits, that, you know, stories that you can tell, because I know there are 100 of them. Okay, this one I'm not sure who it's from, but it's from an artist on Redbubble. So we'll see. I think it's a t-shirt. Oh, okay. This is from Jay Palmer. Okay. That's the fellow who did the video showing that hand grenade amplifier, if you guys will recall. So cool, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that, Jay. What does that say? Adds a pilly chickle to your guitar licks. This next one is from Donnie Hall of Marion, Illinois. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember this. Heck yeah, dude. So Donnie contacted me. He said he was in a store, and he managed to pick up a guitar that had this strap on it. I believe the story went, and it ended up being an Ace strap. And the only reason he was like, the only reason I even knew anything about the strap was because of your videos on straps. And he wanted to send it along to me. So, man, that is just a very generous gift. These Ace straps, as you guys I'm sure are aware, are pretty collectible. I will put a link up here if you guys want to look at my documentary on the history of straps, which was a pretty fun one to make. It's a 2-part series. But I've got a pretty large collection of straps myself, and this one will go very nicely in it. I did not have this pattern. This is kind of like a snowflake, blue snowflake pattern, isn't it? Very nice. I would say, probably just judging by the style of the ends, the way that they're riveted, the style of rivets, the style of the backing. This is definitely late 60s, early 70s at the latest. I would venture to guess, and definitely an Ace strap. So definitely collectible. But that's really nice, man. That's a really nice strap. Thank you very, very much. Okay, this next box is from Anna and Chris Costello again. I dig that Pulp Fiction sticker there. That's kind of cool. Okay, so this box looks to be chock full of stuff. It looks like he had the same idea with, I've got a whole selection of very nice. That's a really nice chopstick, actually. Look at that. That's like very fine. Finely done. This one says, "Hey Brad, I thought you might get some use out of this stuff. There is some potential. Enjoy the survival supplies. The alien shark abduction socks double as a breathing mask if need be. Groovy." That's cool. Bob Marley and the Wailers live at the Rainbow on VHS. It was packed right next to a dime bucker, so hopefully that didn't erase it. Thank you, man. Thank you, Chris. That's really cool, man. If this isn't something that's already up online, if it's, you know, I might even throw it up there and let you guys see it. I'll digitize it. I've got the means to digitize that kind of stuff. I've got a lithium battery. This is all a lot of very useful stuff, just practical stuff. Some disinfectant wipes. I can use those in the car. Thank you. Some shark socks. Yeah, you weren't lying about the shark socks. Wow. All right. All right, Dan. There's a clip-on tuner. Somebody was asking me the other day about a clip-on tuner, where they could find one or something. Capo. That's a juice harp, or some people call it a juice harp. I've always just called it a juice harp because I don't mean any ill will by it, or, you know, I don't see what the big deal is. It's always been a juice harp to me, so I don't know. But anyway, there's that, and a string winder. That you can always use those because you never can seem to find them when you need them. Is that Faith No More on cassette? That's exactly what it is. Faith No More on cassette. That's the single epic. The Edge of the World on the B-side. Yeah, man. Single cassettes. That's definitely a thing of the past, isn't it? And here, speaking of the devil, it's not a Walkman technically because it's not a Sony, but it's a Panasonic version. Oh, and this has a built-in speaker as well as a headphone out. That's cool. I might check that out later and see if that works. Thank you, man. That's cool. Got some more hand sanitizer. What's this? We got some, maybe a couple different kinds. We got some, oh, that's nail saver. Is this stuff that you paint on your nails? I think that's the clear stuff you paint on your nails, and it, yeah, you're supposed to build it up maybe, and some emergency. That's good. What do we have here? Oh, some old. Is that the penguin? That is the penguin. What's all this? Is that another patch? Hell yeah. Is that a patch? That is some cool. Ooh, look at that Rush patch. Oh, shit, yes. Look at that. Hell yes. Like, I'm definitely going to get me a something to put these patches on. What do we got here? KSHE 95 Real Rock Radio. JF Guitar Works. If you're in the St. Louis area, maybe check him out if he's still in business. But that's badass, man. That's cool. There's a sticker as well. What we got here? Oh, Bowie? Yep. Muse patch. Very cool. Got some GNR picks. Yeah, I'm more of a pick collector than I am a pick user. Got the keychain. Pick keychain. Thank you. There's another pick holder. The penguin. He's got to go somewhere. Where are we going to put the penguin? Alright, so we've got Graham's. We've got Graham's little keychain right there. Where can we put Penguin? How about, there he is, right up there on top of the strobe tuner. Is that one of those McDonald's toys or something from the first movie, with the penguin in it? I'm guessing it is, but I don't know. Yeah, Chris he's been chomping at the bit a bit too. I think I've been disappointing him because I keep telling him, like, man, you know, I just haven't had time to do that, to get around to the viewer mail, because I knew it was going to take a while to get through it, and you know, the longer you wait, the worse it gets. It doesn't get any better because it just piles up. What's this? Is this a pedal? What is this? Salina, Kansas. What do we got? It is a tuner. Check that out. Wow, that's old school. That's definitely old school. Check that old thing out, man. That's cool. I dig it. What's this? It's all the paperwork with it. Like it's all here as well. Here's the original sales slip. This thing was 90 bucks originally, and look at what this is. This is one of the, oh man, where they used to have the credit cards that would swipe, the little credit card stamp machine that you would put your credit card down and then swipe it, and it would transfer. Check that out. Purchased by Joseph Minardi in 1982 for 90 bucks. Looks like he got a set of strings as well. That's about the same price that you would give for a good tuner now, right? I mean, a good pedal tuner. Probably about 90 bucks new. I mean, you can get cheaper ones even. And this is what, this is 1981-82. Purchased from McMurray Music in St. Louis, Missouri. Does anybody know of this place? Do you remember going there? What was it like? Here is a business card. Kevin Rauscher. Kevin, if you happen to be watching this, man, definitely comment down below. I'll pin your comment, because wouldn't that be interesting if you just happen to be watching this and saw your old card. It's always neat to get the paperwork with things and to see it in such good condition all together with the box, you know. I mean, you just don't see that often, do you? What's this? Is that a whetstone? What is that? Oh no, that's a stamp. I guess I could reverse this, couldn't I, in my editor. 6 records for Nightingale Excellence. What is... I'll find some ink and try to stamp this on something and read it. That's interesting. That looks like a drawer handle. I'm not sure what this one is. Here's an old UHF VHF amplifier. Yeah, that's definitely old school. What this would be cool for is gutting this box and using that for a stomp box case. But thank you, dude. I appreciate it, Chris. Speaking of Chris, this letter is also from Chris. Oh, some more patches. Wow, dude. What? Hey, Brad. Here's some patches to add to the hoard. My wife and I, just had a bunch of stuff stolen. And I can relate to your story about someone stealing all your shit. Keep up the great content and stay who you are. You rock. Chris and Anna. Well, thank you guys, man. Thank you, Anna. What did you throw in? A Pikachu patch for your kid? Oh, are you serious? Hey, dude. You should see behind me. There is a whole bunch of Pikachu stuff. If I could show you, like, just off camera. This is my littlest daughter. You can see the little Pikachu. And there's a Pikachu blanket. She's been dressed up as Pikachu all day, so she'll adore it. Rob Zombie, Led Zeppelin, yep, can't go wrong there. Kiss, Hells Yes. Another Rush, awesome. I've got to get a blue jean jacket so I can put some of this stuff on there. Beer, Bacon, Guns, Freedom, awesome. White Zombie, Speak of the Devil there. Tortured Artist Club, is that supposed to be Van Gogh? I think that's Van Gogh, right? And Pikachu. My daughter will love that. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it very much. I'm really humbled by your generosity. That's so freaking cool. Thanks, guys. Okay, this one is from Kalium Incorporated, and this, I believe, is the string company that my good friend TJ hooked me up with. So Kalium strings. Now, what they specialize in, to the best of my knowledge, is custom sets. He's got them packaged like this. He puts them on these cards, and they are custom to you. So, what they specialize in really is some of the extended range sets for the 10, 12, however many 36 string guitars that are out now that all these guys are using, and he will custom make whatever set you want. So essentially, you can get exactly what you want for your particular style or your setup. I told him just send me a couple of the, a couple of regular. I just wanted to try out his strings in general. So I was like, yeah, send me like a
set of 9s, you know, for a Fender, and some 10s for I can put on a Gibson scale. So got a couple sets of strings here. I will definitely use one of these. I've got an upcoming guitar that we're gonna do something with, and I was gonna use at least one set on that guitar. So got some stickers there too. Very cool. Thank you so much, and thank you to TJ for turning me on to these strings. I'm very psyched to see how it works out. Okay, so I already opened this package. This is from Tony at Pepper's Pedals, who also is the guy who does the rocket sockets that I've been using on the channel. He's given me 5 sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets to give away. So here's what we're gonna do. Comment down below, just leave a comment that says rocket socket somewhere in the comment. You can even just leave it at the front of your regular comment, and I will search those, and I will give away a set of these, and then we'll give away the other sets at some future time. But okay, this next package is from Mr. Custom at 916 Custom Guitar and Pickups. I will put their information down in the description, and that includes anything that anybody sent me, like the Kalium strings. I'll put their information down below so you can go check them out. You know, definitely support the people who send me stuff. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. This company approached me, and again, this is 916 Custom Guitar and Pickups, about sending me some pickups to try out. I don't know what all they've sent me here. I'm just going to get everything out of the box first. Looks like they might have sent me a couple different sets maybe of pickups. Plan916.com. So these guys are in Sacramento, California, doing custom guitars and custom pickups. Okay, so this is for a P-bass. Yeah, they had several things, man. And I just told them, I was like, they said, pick a set. We'd like to send you a set of something, you know, to try out. And I said, oh, that's, you know, very nice of you. Thank you. I can't even remember what I picked now. It's been a little bit. But they have several different custom sets. It looks like, let's see what. Yeah, these have some nice big strong bar magnets on the bottom here. That looks like that looks like a good set of pickups there, man. That'll go nicely in something, in a P-bass. Oh no, okay, so the magnets are the neodymium. That's right. Very neat. That'll be very interesting to see how those work out. Neodymium magnets. This is what they call a minor set. But yeah, I chose a couple things. I was like, well, man, it's like a kid in the candy store. Of course, you know, they're getting the exposure of it as well, so that's, you know, it's tit for tat. But okay, Plan916. This is the neck pickup, and the other one is going to be the bridge, obviously. There's a guitar that I'm going to do. It's an old Samick. I didn't give much money for it, and I thought it might make a cool video, just kind of overhauling this thing and see what we can make of it. So I think I might stick this set in that guitar and see, you know, see what it sounds like. And it looks like they might have sent me one other set as well. Okay, this is the Jimmy Page set. So these are supposed to be modeled after the pickups in Jimmy Page's #1 Les Paul. So that would be the neck, I'm sure. I think Jimmy Page's neck was the one that was covered. And I think the other one is uncovered, so. Yeah, that's the uncovered one. But that's the company, Plan916. And they make these Jimmy Page sets. They make, again, that minor set. They make also higher gain, or higher, you know, higher output sets as well. Definitely go check them out. Again, I'll put a link down in the description. It looks like they also sent me a couple of t-shirts. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, as soon as I wear the white one, I'll get a spaghetti stain on it somewhere. We'll have spaghetti that night. First night I wear it, and I'll get spaghetti on it. How much you want to bet? But thank you guys for sending that along, and also stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you want to see what I end up doing with those pickups. They're definitely going to go in some project guitar. Okay, and finally, this one doesn't have a name on it, but I think this might have a gift receipt, and it does. Okay, this one's from Tim Horan. How's it going, Tim? Thanks, man. Belated Happy Easter to you and yours. Well, hell, I mean, if this was belated, now look at me opening it well after Easter. I'm sorry, you guys. It's taking me forever to open this stuff. But it looks like he might have sent me an LP. Oh, wow. Guided by Voices. Very, just an interesting band, Guided by Voices. I've always enjoyed their stuff. I never owned any of their CDs or anything, but you know, everything that I've ever heard from them, I've always liked. And they're definitely one of the, you know, definitely one of those hipster bands that if you don't like, you either love them or you hate them, kind of thing for a lot of people. But I've always liked everything I've heard by them. So, man, thank you, Tim. That's very kind. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, hit subscribe down below. Like I said, we probably won't do it in this format exactly in the future. I'm sure we'll try to find some different things to do with viewer mail. Anyway, I do appreciate everybody who sends things. It always is a very humbling experience to open things that people have sent. So I do appreciate all of it. Thank you guys, and for now, we'll see y'all later.